Hey Vikings faithful, welcome back to Vikings News, where we bleed purple and gold together as true fans of this incredible team. If you're as passionate about the Minnesota Vikings as I am, you know that every game is a battle, and the latest one had us all on the edge of our seats. Can you believe the heartache from Thursday Night Football in Los Angeles? Our Vikings fought hard but came up short against the Rams, falling 30-20 in a game that highlighted some serious issues with our run game. It's moments like these that test our loyalty, but also fire us up for the comeback. Stick with me, fellow fans, as we unpack this Vikings news update step by step. We'll dive into the injuries, the stats, and what head coach Kevin O'Connell had to say. What do you think went wrong? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Our Vikings dearly missed their run game in that tough loss to the Rams. We were without key players, including linebacker Blake Cashman, who was inactive with a toe injury, and then lost tight end Josh Oliver to an ankle injury and left tackle Christian Darrisaw to a devastating knee injury during the game. This left our offensive line scrambling, with backups like David Quessenberry and Walter Rouse stepping in. Head coach Kevin O'Connell acknowledged that these absences played a big role in our inability to establish the run against a Rams defense that we should have exploited. Fans, it's no excuse, but it hurts when you see the impact on the field. O'Connell spoke with reporters about the challenges of pushing the ball on the ground without our full squad. How would you handle calling plays in that situation? We ended up with just 81 net rushing yards on 25 attempts, averaging 3.2 yards per carry in that 30-20 defeat. That dropped us to 5-2, still in the fight but a wake-up call for sure. The tandem of Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler combined for 65 yards on 21 carries, while reserve Cam Akers added 6 yards on 1 attempt. QB Sam Darnold chipped in with 10 yards on 2 scrambles. This was one of our lower rushing outputs recently, reminding us of tougher times in Vikings history. It's only the latest instance where we've struggled to gain ground traction, and it stings as a fan. When you're down linemen, those running plays become a real challenge. O'Connell pointed out how we found ourselves behind the chains too often, relying on playmaking from Justin Jefferson and others in the pass game. But that's not the winning formula, especially when matchups are tough. We overcame some with big passes, but overall it wasn't enough to turn the tide. What do you think, Vikings fans? Is our pass game carrying too much load? Share your opinions in the comments and let's discuss this Vikings news. It was a balancing act, trying to involve stars like Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and TJ Hawkinson early to build rhythm. O'Connell noted that getting them rolling can do wonders for the offense. But we never quite put it all together, looking inconsistent throughout. There are reasons on the tape, and the team is identifying them. Fundamentals and technique in the run game need sharpening, both schematically and in execution. Matching plays to our identity is key, and we're working on it. Not having Josh Oliver at tight end really hurt our execution. He exited early with that ankle injury after just a few snaps. Adjusting to injuries is part of the NFL, but O'Connell said the film shows we can and need to be better. No excuses, just improvement. Fellow fans, injuries are the worst part of the game. How do you stay positive when key players go down? Let me know below. One big takeaway from O'Connell's media session is the impact on Christian Darrisaw. He left the game early with what turned out to be a season-ending knee injury, compounding our line woes. Backup linemen had to switch positions, with David Quessenberry moving to left tackle and Walter Rouse getting significant snaps at right. This injury came at the same stadium where Darrisaw has played before, but now it's a major setback. O'Connell emphasized how critical Darrisaw is to our success. O'Connell discussed the unique factors of the schedule, like back-to-back tough games and short rest. It's challenging, but now we aim for consistency. He hopes to get into a rhythm with recovery and work weeks. Darrisaw's arrow was pointing up, but this injury changes everything. Vikings fans, losing Darrisaw for the season is heartbreaking. What are your thoughts on our line depth? Comment and let's talk Vikings news. Brian O'Neill was active, but the line still struggled without the full group. O'Connell called him and Darrisaw pillars of the offense. He'd love to have them every play, but we must build depth and scheme around it. Management of circumstances is crucial. There's no preset snap count. It's based on how Darrisaw feels and medical input. But now, with the injury, we pivot. Addressing the problems from the tape is a group effort. Players like Blake Cashman, Joshua Metellus, Aaron Jones, and Justin Jefferson stressed the close-knit locker room. No finger-pointing, just accountability and unity. That's the Viking way, fans. O'Connell echoed that, saying he loves the makeup of our guys. We have to acknowledge the poor performance and work through it together. The principles we've built are for these moments. We need to be more connected than ever. There's a lot of football left, with challenges like short weeks ahead. But we believe in our talent. What challenges do you see for the Vikings moving forward? Share in the comments and keep the Vikings news conversation going. Regardless of the schedule, we focus on practice, meetings, and details, uncovering every stone for improvement. Our identity needs to shine through in fundamentals, technique, and scheme. Urgency is key in identifying and executing solutions. Our guys will commit, and with tons of games left, we can dig out of this. Roll up the sleeves and go to work. After that tough loss, it's time to reflect and rally. The run game needs a boost, and with injuries, depth is tested. But as fans, we know the Vikings have the heart to bounce back. O'Connell's words inspire confidence. How excited are you for the next game? Tell me in the comments what you're looking forward to in Vikings news. The mini-bye weekend gives time to heal and strategize. Using it wisely is crucial. Players and coaches are aligned on improvement. No running from the issues. Unity will carry us through. Skull spirit is strong. Fans, injuries to key players like Darisaw changed the dynamic, but backups step up. Rouse showed promise with his snaps. Adapting on the fly is NFL life. O'Connell praises the effort but demands better. What rookie or backup do you think can make a difference? Let's discuss in the comments. The pass game kept us in it with Jefferson making plays. But balance is essential for success. Without the run, defense is key on the pass. We need to fix that. O'Connell's focus on rhythm is spot on. Getting all pieces clicking is the goal. Looking ahead, the schedule has more tests, but our foundation is solid. Believe in the process. Leadership from veterans will guide us. O'Connell trusts the locker room. Fans, are you optimistic about the rest of the season? Drop your predictions below. As we wrap this up, remember the Vikings are resilient. This loss is a bump, not the end. Keep the faith, Purple Nation. Better days are coming. What one change would you make to the run game? Comment and engage with fellow fans. Hey, if this Vikings news breakdown got you pumped or thinking, hit that like button right now. It helps spread the word. Drop a comment with your take on the game, the injuries, or O'Connell's comments. I read every one. Subscribe to the channel for more Vikings updates, and share this with your friends who love the team. Skol Vikings! Let's turn this around together.